Grand Rising, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ezekiel. Welcome to another pick a card or pick a box, I guess, reading. Yeah, it's good to have you guys back. Just want to take this time out to thank all of my lovely subscribers and viewers. Hey there. And everyone who's been purchasing readings by me. Yeah, it's good to have you guys' support and love. Keep it coming, keep it coming. But yeah, thank you guys so much. So today's topic is regarding your inner child. Yeah, I find it really funny that my dog, she literally never comes like around like this way, especially when she sees me doing like my readings or doing any workings or anything. She tends to let me have my space when she sees I'm in my space. So maybe some of you guys have some pets or animals that you're really close with. But yeah, anyway, I just found that really funny, especially with the topic today regarding your inner child healing, getting any messages from your inner child. It's going to be a really good reading. I definitely wanted to wait to do this reading on my off day because I just know I'm going to be drained after this. But yeah, I've been having this topic on my heart for several days now, so won't spirits stop bothering me about it, so I'm going to go ahead and do the reading for you guys. So inner child healing, inner child messages. So 3 groups here as usual. So we have group number 1 here with the lavender incense. Love these. It's definitely my number 1 favorite scent or incense scent. The naturals, not the other one, just the naturals. And then number 2 here, group number 2 here with the money matrix incense. And group number 3 here with the dragon magic incense. I am not a sponsor for these brands. I do not have the rights to any of them or the products. Just wanted to put that out there before YouTube try to mess up my videos or take it off or something. But anyway, group 1, group 2, group 3. You can pause the video if you would like, and when you are ready, check the description box below or the comment section and you can find the timestamp to your designated reading. So again, group 1, group 2, and group 3. I will see you all at your designated reading. Peace out. All right, so group number 1, for those of you who have chosen the natural lavender incense here, this is going to be your reading. I'm gonna set this over here. One thing I did want to take a note of is, like, I don't know if you guys watched the intro all the way, but my dog, her name is Zuri, by the way, but she like never like comes in my little bubble area over here in my office, especially when I'm doing like readings and stuff. So I find it really funny and really, I don't know, just heartwarming that she decided to come grace us with her presence today. And still right now, she's actually just laying right here on the floor next to the camera. So she's definitely here supporting you guys. So sweet, such a sweet dog. She's very much an Aries, but she's still very, very sweet. Such a good girl, ain't that right? So we're diving into these inner child messages. It's gonna be, I don't think this is gonna be a super duper heavy reading, but we definitely will be bringing up some stuff, some topics that may need some just brought up to be healed. I'm providing you with the messages, and you do what you will. Take what resonates and leave the rest. So, Spirit, we're going to start off. So, how is group number one's inner child currently feeling? How's group one's inner child currently feeling? And I'm going to start off with these oracle cards, and then we'll go into some tarot. How's group one's inner child currently feeling? So I'm going to flip over. I'm actually going to take that. So you have rejection here. So some of you, I'm going to pull more cards, but I feel like that kind of speaks for itself. Some of you, I feel like, may have had like childhoods where you may have been held to quite large like responsibilities or certain expectations of you. And it doesn't even have to be like large. It could just be expectations in general. I know for me personally, I grew up in, church and the Christian faith, and glad I'm out of it now, but growing up in church, I'm also a preacher's kid. Both my parents are preachers. So there was always this sort of like expectation to, just just to be this like perfect Christian, or to, be this way or that way, and, not letting others see you this way, or, it's all about image and things like that. And a lot of that has, for me, has led to, it's almost like that feeling of, kind of like feeling like, you're not good enough, or you'll never like live up to those expectations. And a lot of that, in turn leads to a lot of adult issues down the line, especially like dealing with like rejection, in the past. Before coming into my spiritual journey, I did not take rejection well. I didn't take, I just didn't take rejection too well in any sense or in any area of my life. And, another thing that's kind of coming up for me with this card is like people pleasers as well. So some of you may be, very people pleasy, and it's like you, especially with this guy, and it's almost like these little ghosts kind of like encircling him. It's almost like you feel like trapped by that, or you feel like, maybe you won't change, or maybe you need somebody else in your life to help you change and things like that. But I feel like right now your inner child is saying to you like, hey, yes, you may have this, I don't want to call it like a flaw, but you have this thing about you that it just no longer serves you. And I feel like, some of the things that you may be holding on to, especially things from like your childhood that very heavily rooted in your childhood, is like you're still holding on to some of those things. Some of you guys definitely need to go to therapy, just to like get to the root of something, or the root cause. Sure, shadow work and journaling and stuff like that is helpful, but it's always, helpful as well to have, extra feedback, or someone who is neutral, to look in on the situation and to kind of tell you like, like, are you tripping or not? So definitely, I highly recommend therapy for many of you. A lot of you have just gone through, and I don't want to say like this doesn't feel like heavily, because trauma is going to look completely different for everybody. Like it's no, like I've been through this more than you, or I've been through this, what you've gone through is nothing compared to mine. Like it's not like that. It's trauma is trauma. Everything that we've gone through, growing up, everything that's happened to our inner child, is it's what happened. It's just what is. So a lot of you, I feel like I said, are just really needing to just kind of get to the root cause of some things. And I feel like many of you are also like very like self-healing kind of people anyway. So it's not like you're just like needing it as much as like other people do, because I feel like a lot of you are like self-healers. You have a very like healing vibe to you, and that may also be a an issue as well. You attracting people into your life and not knowing how to set healthy boundaries with these people, not knowing how to say no. Again, kind of going back to the people-pleasing thing, that may even tie into like the rejection thing. Might be scared of people, or scared of what people may say about you or judge you, or you've always been the helper of the family, or you've always been the helper, helping other people. And it's like when you do say no, or when you want to say no, you're scared to say no because you're you're scared that people may reject you, or people may not want to fuck with you anymore because because you just didn't feel like it one day. So that may be definitely something that you guys are learning to work through. I feel like you guys are definitely like currently in this lesson now, just learning to set healthy boundaries with people, learning to, just like I said, just say no when you want to say no. What else, Spirit? I'm gonna take those two. Oh, so you have complacency. So yeah, a lot of you guys may also just be feeling very complacent in life. You feel like it's almost like the Five of Pentacles kind of energy. It's almost like you may feel like things are happening around you, or everybody is, I'm noticing like the background to the picture is almost like different seasons back here. It's almost like you see other people, going through their different seasons, or, other people may be getting married and you're still single, or other people may be having these really nice careers and finances are flourishing, and you're just kind of waiting. So I was like, you're waiting for something. So I feel like, currently, how your inner child is feeling is like they're tired of the complacency. They're tired of being in the same space that like you've been like your entire life. I feel like and we haven't even gotten to like the like the guidance and stuff, but I feel like one thing that may be really needed, or one thing that your inner child may be trying to get you to do, is to get out more of like, I'm getting the word play. It's almost like you've been a little bit like complacent, a little bit serious lately, and it's like your inner child right now wants you to play. They want you to enjoy life, and it's almost like you're waiting for something to happen, or you're waiting for some opportunity, or waiting for a person, but that is what is keeping you complacent, is you waiting for something outside of you, when you yourself have the ability to manifest miracles in your life. Here you have miracles at the bottom of the deck. You have the ability to manifest these miracles. You have the ability to get things moving in your life. But it's almost like you're comfortable being complacent. You're comfortable being where you are, because I'm getting like the Three of Wands. It's like you're needing to step out of your comfort zone. Your inner child. And it's funny too, because I don't know if you can see on the picture, but you know, you got the person like on the inside right here, then you have the, you know, the outside little shadow here. Is almost like their inner child, even though this is like an elderly person. So I definitely feel like you guys have definitely just been kind of stale and stagnant in your life a little bit lately. And I feel like the advice from your inner child is to get moving. If you want things to move, you get moving. You know, if you're wanting to get a new job or, you know, change up your career and finances, get the ball rolling, you know, put in more applications, or even just sit down and plan for what you're wanting, you know, scripting, or maybe even, you know, speaking to, you know, someone, or networking with different people. You know, whatever it is that you're feeling that you're needing to do, go do it. It's like this feels very like, and of course it's not entirely your fault, because again, this kind of goes back to, I feel like, in many of your just upbringing, since this is like inner child, you know, messages. Some of you may even have grown up around people who were also complacent in their life, or people who may have like maybe elders in your, you know, family or something that you've seen, you know, complacent, or you've seen kind of almost a little bitter about their life. You know, I've noticed a lot of like older people kind of get upset at like younger people for doing certain things. And I feel like a lot of that comes from their inner child. You know, they see other people doing the things that they didn't get the chance to do. So they scold other people for doing it. It's not okay, but you know, again, I get where it all comes from. So definitely, you know, group number one, you know, if there is anything that anything that you know, may have wanted to do as a child, or things that you may have wanted to do growing up, that may be, you know, something to help get the energy going, you know, start from there, you know, go with that, you know. And I know this may sound so bad, but like, you know, and this is just an example, I actually don't recommend doing this, but it's just an example. But it reminds me of like, you know, when you were younger and you were like drawing on the walls, or drawing on like the sidewalks or something like that, and then you have the adult that would be like, stop drawing on that, or, you know, and some of you, you know, may want to like get like a chalk set and maybe go on like your sidewalk or something, and you know, draw different things or write different stuff, or you know, some of you may want to get into like painting. I am noticing he's like a little painter here. So whatever it is that you're needing to kind of, or wanting to do to really tap back into your inner child, get that going. Because I feel like by you getting the ball rolling on that, it's going to get other areas or aspects of your life flowing. Because you've been kind of complacent for a minute, group number one. You've been stale and stagnant for a minute, and if a lot of this feels like self-inflicted, so I want you to move through that, group number one. You know, your inner child really wants you to move through that. They're just honestly really tired of being a little complacent. But you definitely have everything within you to manifest, you know, the life that you desire, or anything that you are desiring. So for some of you, you may even have to go through rejection a few times to get to where you want to be. And for some of you, rejection has led you to be complacent. Some of you have been, maybe even in like your love life, you've been, have had very shitty relationships, or you've just been a lot of ups and downs, or even just rejection in general when it comes to people that you are interested in dating. That has kind of left you a little bit like hopeless almost, or not wanting to even try again. But that's what your inner child is saying, like, don't give up on what you're wanting to manifest into your life, because you can be giving up right when that miracle is about to happen. And that's why I feel like the miracle came out like in reverse at the bottom of the deck. It's like you may give up before it happens, and a lot of that again may just stem from your inner child, your upbringing, or just how you have just like subconsciously learned to handle things or handle certain outcomes growing up. So again, therapy. I'm going to suggest that to every group, but therapy for sure. So Spirit, what else? How is their inner child feeling right now? Group number 1, how's the inner child feeling? Okay. I'm not sure which way this came out. I'm actually gonna put that back. How's the inner child feeling, Spirit? Damn. They keep on flying on the floor. Maybe some of you are even wanting, your inner child is wanting to like play on the floor. Maybe some of you are really just needing to go back to like the basics. Especially like if you have a dog or a pet yourself, getting on the floor and playing with them. I know dogs really like that, especially my dog. She really likes when I, get on the floor and play with her versus just sitting on a couch or a chair or something. So I don't know, some of you may just want to, even just like laying on the floor, sleeping on the floor, like making a little pallet on the floor or something. I don't know. Some of you I feel like just grew up too fast, or what is that called? I went to school for this. It's called parentification or something like that. But basically, it's like when a child, matures faster than where they're meant to be, milestone wise or cognitively. So yeah, definitely some of you may have grown up a little bit faster than you needed to. So you have the 4 of Fields here, which is the 4 of Cups. Then you have the Ace of Fields, which is the Ace of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Ace of Think, which is the Ace of Swords. So some of you, I feel like you may be single, or you, in your love life in general, you just may not be feeling very like satisfied as far as your love life goes. Or even, in this, if that doesn't resonate with you, like in the past, you have been someone who may have had a hard time like connecting with people, and this may be for all of you, take what resonates, but like you had a hard time like resonating with people on a like emotional level. And again, that really goes back to your inner child, how you were kind of like brought up. And I feel like with both of these aces coming up, especially with this ace of think, it's almost like, or I definitely feel like, you know, what may be like coming towards you, or what you may be heading towards, because again, we're taking action. Group one, you're taking action. So I feel like you are like, you know, if not already, you're definitely going to be starting to seek this fulfillment almost. I'm getting this energy of fulfillment. It's like you're tired of this Four of Cups energy. You're tired of feeling stagnant. You're tired of feeling almost like bored. And you're wanting more action into your life. And again, like what I was saying, is like some of you are like waiting, which waiting is fine. Patience is fine. That's great. But I feel like right now your inner child is wanting you to take action. They're wanting you to seek this emotional fulfillment. A lot of you are definitely just not feeling emotionally fulfilled right now. It's just like things are not, I'm hearing like it's not like how you planned it to be. Somebody's saying like, this is not how I planned it to be. Some of you may even be in a connection or a relationship where things are just not as, you know, what you want them to be. And you're wanting to move forward. So with this Ace of Think or this Ace of Swords here, this is definitely saying to communicate, you know, to the people around you, communicate to your partner, communicate to whatever it is that, or whoever it is that is continuing to keep I feel like many of you like this, if this is a person in your life that like they're not like, some of you, they're not like actually like intentionally, you know, trying to keep you like, you know, stagnant in your life. It's just part of the soul contract. It's just happening. But and that's just for a few of you. I feel like many of you are, you know, single. But I definitely feel like here is saying that, you know, just communicate. For some of you, you know, like if you're, like I was saying, like about a therapist or something, communicate as far as, you know, calling around and looking for a therapist. You can go on, I know on, what is the website called? Psychology.com. But you can go in there and look for, you know, therapists in your area. And you can even like filter it to like, you know, LGBT, you know, friendly, or, you know, spiritual, or, you know, stuff like that. So there's no excuse. Some of you have been coming up with every excuse in the book for why you can't go out and seek the help that you deserve. And I feel like, you know, when I talk about like the emotional fulfillment and not feeling that, I feel like that may also stem from self-love. A lot of you may not be practicing self-love as you should. That's for a few of you. Yeah. Spirit actually wants me to move on to the next little cards here. So Spirit, what is something that that left group one's inner child scared, and how's it affecting them now? That came out quick. What's something that left group one's inner child scared, and how's that affecting them now? Anything else? Okay. Some of you, interesting. So you have beauty here at the bottom of the deck, and I am noticing this abundance here as well, which is giving me very like Empress vibes. So some of you may have, or may have, grown up, and this could have come from like people at school who you've gone to school with, or it could have even come from family members, which it sucks all around, but coming from your family members, it really sucks. But like maybe some of you have just been told you're not good looking enough, or maybe have been told that you're ugly, or have been really carry a lot of insecurities when it comes to your looks, or your body, or things like that, or how you feel about yourself. Oh wow. So yeah, you had self-love here, and it came out in reverse. So yeah, definitely some of you are kind of lacking in the self-love department, which I feel like just again it stems from your inner child. So when I asked what's something that scared you and how it affects you today, something that it didn't really scare you, but it kind of fucked you up a little bit. And when it comes to your insecurities or your self-worth, is being told that you may not look good enough, or you may not be enough, or you're not deserving or worthy enough of love, or of a loving relationship, or whatever it is that you've been told that you don't deserve because of your looks. Fuck them. That's first off. Fuck them. I don't care if it's kids you've been to school with. I don't care if it's your family members. I don't care. Fuck them for making you feel less than who you are, because you are very deserving. And group number one, you are resilient. You bounced back. I feel like many of you are bouncing back from this. Yeah, definitely some of you are bouncing back. A lot of you have even moved past this. Some of you are already practicing self-love, and this is something that you've had to kind of come terms with on your self-love journey, is that, hey, I don't give a fuck what anybody says or thinks about me. I'm beautiful both inside and out. And I feel like a lot of you guys are kind of just bouncing back from being told, these lies, because that's what they are. They're lies, growing up. And a lot of that, I feel like, how that affects you today has caused you to, wow, these are good cards. But a lot of you, how this may affect you today is, or affect you now, is like I kind of mentioned, just not feeling worthy enough, or not feeling deserving enough, or even feeling complacent, or being complacent because you are scared to take that opportunity, or scared to take that chance, or that leap of faith, because you may feel like things, or you may feel like you may get rejected, or feel like things may not go the way that you want them to, or plan them to. But your inner child is saying, go forward anyway. There's so much growth. Look, you have growth and you have blossoming. Everything that you have been through, group number one, has caused you, or has led you to grow. You are growing. Whether you think this or not, you are growing. And I feel like that's why the complacency card, it came up, because it's like you're growing so much, and it's like you're growing outside of your pot. Especially with this blossoming cards with the flowers and stuff. I don't know if you guys may like plants or flowers. If not, maybe your inner child definitely wants you to bring more plants or flowers into your home. That may also help lift things up for you. Maybe orange flowers, orange, pink. I'm seeing orange, pink, blue as well, or yellow, or red, maybe some red roses or something. But anyway, it's like you're growing. It's like you've gotten too big for your pot. And with this complacent card, it's like you are having these kind of like almost like struggles, or this feeling of boredom or complacency, or just having these lower vibrational feelings because you have grown past it, group number one. That's the reason why you've grown past this. You've grown past the people, you know, that have made you feel small. You've grown past the hate, the judgment. You know, you've grown past all of that, and you're ready to blossom. You're ready to show the world the real you. You're ready for your abundance. You're ready to live in abundance. But your inner child is just waiting for you to feel that for yourself. You know, to know that for yourself, that you are deserving, you are ready, you are deserving of every, you know, good thing that's out there for you or that's coming towards you. But it's going to require action. Like I said, it's going to require action, you know, to, like I mentioned with like growing out of your pot. Oh wow, and I just noticed here, it's like the pot, the little plant here is too big for her, you know. It's too big for her bag. She's carrying it, but she doesn't really have to carry it. So definitely, you know, it's time to grow out of it. It's time to step out, group number one. Spirit says it's time to step out. It's time to get yourself out there. If you're wanting to attract true love into your life, you have to go out and date. You have to go out and meet people. You have to. You have to. Some of you are wanting to wait around for people. You're thinking that somebody's just going to come to you. No. You have to meet people where they are, or as far as your situation goes. So, Spirit, how can a group number 3 heal and support their inner child? How can group 3 heal and support their inner child? Let's see. So here at the bottom of the deck, you have 10 things that bring you joy. To bring more joy into your life, you first need to feel joy by getting into vibrational alignment with the energy that is joy. To get into alignment, physically feel joy, no matter your present state or circumstance. To physically feel joy, think about or write a list of 10 things that bring you joy. Big or small things, size is no matter. Perhaps your joy is the pleasure you feel when smelling flowers. I did say something about flowers. Or the purring of a cat, or going for a walk. As you build your list, really start to feel the sensation of happiness and joy bubble up inside you. You are now shifting into the vibrational energy of joy. Repeat several times daily, and you'll be in awe of how quickly joy begins to manifest in your life. So, yeah, to bring more joy into your lives, maybe some of you may want to try. And I wanted to use this deck for this question because these are actions that you can take, literal, you know, actions that you can actually do. So, that, I don't know if you guys can see this, screenshot this if you want to. Just writing down 10 things that bring you joy. So you have hula hoop. Swing your hips as if you were using a hula hoop. Start by going clockwise and then go counterclockwise. Then make figure eights. Do this for 1 minute. This movement will bring your energy down from your head into your body, increasing your creative energy. This is that inner child energy I was talking about. This is that playful energy. Some of you are needing to play, maybe even games for some of you. Some of you are like, I don't play games, that's for kids. Well, that's the fucking point. You know, sometimes you gotta be a kid to, you know, feel good sometimes, and it's okay. Maybe some of you have been even just scolded, you know, for doing certain things because, oh, that's for kids, or, you know, grown-ups don't do that. fuck off, you know. Tell them to fuck off, because you are allowed to do whatever it is that brings you joy. So someone new. Talk to someone new. And we're not just talking about like getting out and talking to people, communicating with people, networking with people. Even the simplest connections increase your feeling of community and trust. Ask a stranger their name. Ask them a question about themselves. It will bring you a smile to your face, which will increase your vibe. So talking to someone new, group number 1. So you have complained, reframed. We all do it, whether verbally or in our heads. We complain. Complaining is a sneaky little downer that creeps its way into your psyche, and well, nothing good ever comes of it. Spend the day noticing how much you complain, both in your mind and to others. Just notice. When you feel the complaint creeping in, stop, breathe, then reframe. Turn "this traffic is horrible" into "I am so glad I get the time to listen to my favorite music." Or turn "I hate the rain" into "I look forward to the moment when the rain stops." Be honest with yourself about the situation while knowing there are nicer ways to talk to yourself and others. So yeah, definitely watching the way you talk to yourself. Some of you, again, this goes back to your childhood. Maybe you've been talked to, or you've had family members who just complained a lot, or who always just had something to say or something negative to say, and you may have taken that up yourself. We're breaking out of that. That's generational curse. We're breaking out of that, and we're learning to shift negative into positive. You're an alchemist. I feel like many of you, you're alchemists. You're able to transmute that, negative energy into positive energy. You just have to learn how to do it. And I feel like that's what you're growing towards. You're growing into a very much more stable version of yourself. I feel a lot of stability coming from you. If not now, definitely in the near future. Again, it's going to require some action. So let's inner child, or group number 1. What affirmation do you have for group number 1? Just closing this, reading out one final message from your inner child. I just got so hungry. Maybe some of you need to go eat. If you've been like kind of going back to like the body thing, like if you've been starving yourself for a fucking diet, or trying to look good for others, or trying to change yourself into a version of yourself that's more pleasing to others versus your own happiness, child, go eat. Don't starve yourself, go eat. Your inner child is like, you are not overweight, you're not, needing to go on this crazy extreme diet. You're beautiful just as you are. If you want to lose weight genuinely because you want to, then it'll fall off naturally. You shouldn't have to force it. Sure, there are some changes you may need to make, but it shouldn't be something that you have to force. Ooh, so it has "I am at peace." Divine peace and harmony surround me and dwell in me. I feel tolerance, compassion, and love for all people, myself included. So I don't know if you guys want to screenshot this or write it down, whatever you need to do. But this is definitely an affirmation from your inner child to take with you moving forward. You're at peace. Everything is peaceful around you. And you can do whatever it is, or you can manifest whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest. Fuck what others say, fuck what others think. Okay? So group number 1, I think that is all the messages that I have for you. I know this is quite a long reading, but I definitely wanted to get these messages out for you. If you'd like to book your own personal private reading with me, definitely check out the description box below and follow the Linktree link to my Etsy page, and you can purchase your reading there. Please also don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any other readings that I post. But yeah, group number 1, y'all stay well, stay blessed, and I will see you all in my next video. Peace out. All right, so group number 2, for those of you who have chosen this money matrix instance, it's going to be your reading. So group number 1 was really good. I do feel a little drained, but I'm going to keep on pushing. Honestly, at this point, I think after your reading, I might have to take me a little nap because these messages have been really, not necessarily like bad or anything, but they're, when it comes to like healing work and like inner child and stuff like that, the energy is a little bit more, I don't know, tense, I guess, if that's the word for it. But yeah. So Spirit, we're tuning into group number 2's energy. Please provide clear, guided, healing messages for group number 2. So Spirit, how does group number 2's inner child feel currently? How does the inner child feel currently? As I was like shuffling for your, well, not shuffling, but like kind of tapping into you guys' energy, I was hearing, what is the name of that? Oh my God, the 3 Little Piggies. I think that's the name of it. The little story, folktale, or whatever. But I was hearing that line, I huff and I puff and I blow your house down. I don't know if that's like significant to anybody or anybody's like childhood. I don't know if that's like a story that you've been like told growing up, like bedtime story or something like that. What I kind of remember is, or what that kind of takes me back to, is this show that used to come on, what is the name? It's called Happily Ever After, but it was basically like each episode was like different, little animated shows, like different little fairy tales and stuff like that. And I remember the one episode with the 3 Little Piggies, and a lot of like the actors were like voiced by like really like big name celebrities and stuff from like the 90s and stuff. But I don't know why I brought that up. I don't know if that's significant for anybody or not, or if anybody remembers that show, Happily Ever After. So how are they feeling right now? How are their inner child feeling right now? Anything else? So you have perception, you have mysticism, then you have service, and then at the bottom of the deck you have isolation. So for many of you, which kind of give me the same vibes as pretty similar vibes to like group number 1. So there might be some messages in group number 1 for you if you feel like watching it. But I feel like for many of you, your inner child is quite buried. more so in a sense of, I don't know, I'm picking up like Virgo vibes here. Maybe because Virgos are known for like their very like seriousness, or at least like on their face, our faces. Um, but it's almost like many of you, I feel like, have kind of learned from like a child to almost like put a mask on, or to sort of like not really show yourself or show who you really are. So some of you may be kind of walking around with like a bit of a mask on. You're not really being yourself. There may be, I feel like your inner child is, you know, how they're feeling right now is like they're not being expressed. I feel like you guys are not really like expressing yourself the way that you should or could. Yeah, there's just like this energy of like, especially with this like perception card and this mysticism, it's like this, it's like you have learned how to sort of like adapt to certain situations or adapt to like certain people, like change. Some of you may have like an air or water sign and like your Mercury, or maybe like an Aquarius Mercury sign, or maybe an Aquarius yourself. But yeah, there's just like this energy of like, I don't necessarily see it as like a bad or negative thing, because being like an adaptable person, that's what I'm kind of picking up. Like many of you are just very like adaptable people. You're able to adapt to certain situations, which may, like in a career sense, you may be really good in careers where you like network a lot, or you are working with people, like you're in a helping profession. Especially with this service card here, I definitely feel like many of you are just natural helpers. You're very good at maybe some of you maybe even like social work, or like coaching, life coaching, therapist, counselor, teacher. Maybe some of you may even like to work with kids. I feel like if you're in a career where you are like helping others, or you provide some sort of service for other people, I feel like you're very, very good at that, because of your ability to adapt to certain situations, and you know, adapt almost quite easily to certain situations, or to certain people or environments around you. You're quite good at again, adapting. I know I keep repeating myself, but it's almost like this chameleon energy. It's like you're able to sort of like blend in. And I feel like that's the message here. I feel like your inner child, you know, while sure, you know, being able to adapt is great, that's fine, but sometimes you may end up like losing yourself in certain people, or certain, maybe even like relationships. You may even be one of those people who, you know, you get in a relationship with someone, or you have a friendship with someone, and you may end up like kind of taking on a bit of that person's like personality, or maybe, you know, saying some of the things that they may say, or act the way that they may act. Some of you guys are very empathic as well. Not the bad empathic, because you got some empaths out here who are actually narcissists, but I feel like you guys are, you know, genuinely really good people. Like I feel like you have a really good heart. Like you have a heart of gold, I'm hearing. Especially with this, this is the chakra cards. And this card here, since it's green, is related to the heart chakra. So some of you guys just have a very good like heart, but I feel like that has caused you over the years, especially learning from a child up to, it's caused you to sort of lose yourself. You know, you're not always being your true authentic self. And I feel like that's, you know, how your inner child is feeling right now. It's like they are wanting to express themselves. They're wanting to be out. I don't know, I just picked up out of the closet for somebody. It's maybe somebody's planning on coming out of the closet soon. I actually have a spread up that I just added on like a few weeks ago on my Etsy page about coming out, like how certain, like the person you may be thinking about, how they may perceive the situation or how that situation may go. So if you are that person, definitely check that reading out if you're interested. I might actually pick a card with that. But anyway, I feel like just what I was saying, you've been isolated for a long time. It's like you are it's like this little suit here. It's almost like you may present yourself to people in like one way, but like deep down inside is like you're a different person. And again, I don't think that's a negative thing or a bad thing. Some of you guys may be Scorpios as well. Scorpios or Pisces or a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I'm picking up heavily here. Especially like if you're a Scorpio moon. Then this energy definitely makes a lot of sense. But yeah, it just feels like you guys have kind of just like learned to adapt so much that you are not really showing the world your true self. You're not really being who you are, who you are actually, you know? So definitely, you know, advice from your inner child is to be yourself, be out, be open, be who you are. You know, sure, it's cool to have this sort of element of mysticism, this element of, you know, not showing all of your cards. That's fine, that's amazing. I'm the same way, honestly. People think they know me and then they actually, you know, have a conversation with me and they are like surprised or shocked at some of the things that I'm, you know, interested in, or you know, how I may, you know, feel about certain things or certain viewpoints I may have. So some of you guys, you know, may be the same way. People may perceive you as one way, but you're actually, you know, another way. You just don't let all of your cards out. And I feel like, you know, in some situations that is fine, that's cool. But I feel like in other situations, you know, I feel like you may get a better outcome by being your true authentic self. So that's what I want you guys, you know, to work on, you know. It's just to be who you are. So Spirit, what else? How does their inner child currently feel? Damn. I'm actually not gonna take that either. Okay, so we have the Three of Create, which is the Three of Wands, which is literally exactly what I have been talking about. It's really just taking action, is you know, taking that leap of faith, taking that journey, you know, embarking on that journey. You see she's, you know, going up the steps here, but you know, she's at the bottom of the steps. So some of you, you're still learning this. Some of you are maybe haven't even started on this, but this is your message, is to start that. But for those of you who are on this journey already, on your self-love journey, and you know, on your self self-worth and self-expression journey, um, keep on persevering, keep moving towards that, keep on going. I feel like you're going to really attract people in your life. I'm picking up friends, friendship, soul family here. You're definitely going to be attracting people in your life who really loves you for who you are, really enjoy to be around you for just who you are. They some of you guys may even attract somebody in your life who will call you out on, not being your true authentic self, which is good. Everybody needs that kind of friend. Definitely like an air sign. Some of you guys may be attracting like an air sign towards you. So you have the Five of Earth here, which is the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you, as far as like how your inner child currently feels, you guys may be like lacking in the, picking up faith. I'm seeing faith here on her little tattoo. Some of you guys things have just not been moving for you. Things may be a little bit stale and stagnant for you. Or maybe even on your journey, you feel like, you're not really benefiting from, your self-love journey, or, learning about yourself, or even being your true self. Some of you guys may even, when it comes to you being your true authentic self, you guys may get a little bit of backlash or rejection or a little bit of judgment from others, but that's normal, that's natural, is going to happen. You can't, have this fear of lack, or this fear that, if you give this one thing up, or, you walk away from this person, or if this person walks away from you, that, you're not going to, get anything back from that. But I feel like many of you, people are, kind of walking out of your life, or you're walking away from others in your life, or you're, starting to release things in your life that just really no longer serves you, especially like certain mindsets that you may have. But it's like you're in this energy right now of releasing and letting go of what no longer serves you. And I feel like what's going along with that is the mask that you've been kind of wearing for a while. Because you see, like on the mysticism card, this person here is, has this hood over their face, and you can't, see them. You can't really see their face. You can see a little bit of their face, but you can't really see all of it. You can't even see most of it. And I feel like that's one thing that's kind of you're leaving behind in this staging, or this past stage in your life, because you're heading towards some of you may even be, spiritual awakening, or certain, just certain lessons or whatever. But if you're leaving it behind, leave it behind. You're walking towards something much more fulfilling. Yeah, got the Nine of Earth here at the bottom of the deck. You're definitely headed towards much more fulfillment in life, a lot of success and happiness. I'm seeing a lot of money for you, group number 2. So you have the Five of Fields in reverse. So 555 may be an important number for you, or 55 may be an important number for you. You may see 55 a lot. But the Five of Field actually came out as I was shuffling a little while ago. I don't know if you guys saw it or not. But it came out in the upright position, but I put it back, but now it's back out, but it came out in reverse. So I definitely feel like this is the energy of releasing. Again, this is you guys releasing everything that really just no longer serves you. You're no longer focusing on, what you have lost. You're, forgiving and forgetting, and you're turning around and you're paying attention to what you do have. So there's this energy of gratitude. So I feel like, your inner child wants you to also practice this gratitude, thankfulness, being thankful for what you have, who you have in your life, and not focusing on the past, or not focusing or dwelling on the things that didn't work out for you in the past, or the people that didn't work out in the past. leave it in the past. Basically, your inner child's like, leave it in the past. A lot of you also, especially with this 5 of field here, have had a lot of like heartbreaks and setbacks, you know, as you've grown up, especially like in your teen years. I'm feeling for some of you, like in your adolescent, teen years, you may have experienced quite a bit or even seen quite a bit. Some of you haven't even told anybody about, or, you know, whatever it is. But I feel like, you know, part of this releasing, a part of this, you know, letting go is you learning to communicate, you learning to open up. The isolation card, this is blue, so it's connected to the throat chakra, which is about expression, you know, speaking, communicating, talking, you know, how you're feeling. So a lot of you guys may have some beef with people in your life, or, you know, have just had experience with people in your life. I'm picking up family members for some of you. You know, if they're still alive, you know, communicate to that person, you know, talk to this person like, hey, this happened while I was growing up. I didn't like it. It's caused me to, or it's caused this certain thing to happen in my life, or this has caused me to perceive things like this in my life, and I'm trying to heal from this. So, you know, can we, you know, talk about this? Can we, you know, discuss it? You know, are you open to talking about this? And get that conversation going, group number 2, because I feel like a lot of you have a lot in your heart. You know, you have a lot of build up, just a lot of things build up in your heart that is just kind of weighing you down. Some of you guys may even be having like heart palpitations, or some of you guys may even, you know, deal with like heart disease or respiratory issues, like high cholesterol and things like that. And I feel like a lot of that is linked to, you know, just you holding on to things that you almost like refuse to let go of, especially with this, with it being in reverse. So let it go. Group number 2, you know, let it go. Some of you guys, I'm even picking up like there were certain things or conversations that you had in the past that, you know, you didn't say everything that you really wanted to say, or you didn't get off your chest everything that you wanted to get off. And it's like, it's this inner, like your inner child is like, okay, either go speak up about it, either go say something about it, or let it go. Which both ways you're letting it go. But it's like, do you want to continue to hold on to it, or do you want to let it go and, you know, move on with your life? So some of you are definitely just needing to let something go. Let it go. Yeah, there's definitely some things that you haven't like spoken to other people about or told other people about, especially with this mysticism card. I feel like there's this energy of like secrets. You may have a lot of secrets that has caused you to, you know, just be who you are today. I'm actually wanting to look into that. That actually goes into the next question. I didn't do this for the other group. Well, the other group, I just used the oracle cards, but I actually want to pull more tarot for this next question. So, Spirit, what is something that left group number 2's inner child scared, and how is it affecting their life now? What's something that, okay. Okay. So you have bound here, which is, I believe, the devil in this deck. Again, going with the energy of letting go. Then you have the 6 of create. So some of you may even have been held to certain expectations growing up. Yeah, just have held on to certain things. Maybe even some of you have had some things that you were unsuccessful in, or relationships that you were unsuccessful in, and you may still be holding on to that as well. You have Boss of Create, which is the Queen of Wands in this deck, I believe. Some of you may even have had a fear of failure. I'm picking this Six of Create kind of in two different ways. Some of you, this is a fear of failure, and for others of you, this is a fear of success. So for those of you with the fear of failure, again, kind of going back to what I was saying before, like some of you guys may have been held to certain expectations growing up, from people, maybe family members or teachers or something like that. And it's like you wanted to please these people so bad that, you know, you have maybe even almost become like a perfectionist. Maybe someone who doesn't like things like halfway done, which is fine, that's cool. But it may get to a sort of like a control freak kind of vibes a little bit. And, you know, maybe even in turn that has caused you to, you know, want to control your own life, or wanting to control every aspect of your life. You know, you're maybe someone who may, like your inner child is wanting you to learn to like go with the flow of things instead of trying to control things. You know, whatever outcome, whether it's success or failure, whatever outcome, it is not meant to hurt you, it's not meant to harm you, but it's meant to cause growth. It's meant to, it's meant for growth, not to harm or to hurt. So yes, think you're just going to fail at some things, and you're going to be good at some things. You can't really control the outcome. Sure, you can put certain energy into it, you know, to try to get a desired outcome, but not every time, you know, you will get your desired outcome that you want after a certain like situation. Yeah, very, very interesting energy. Then at the bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Think, which is the Six of Swords, which is, again, talking about walking away from things that no longer serve you. So some of you are just still holding on to a lot of things, especially like from your childhood, just really no longer serves you. And I'm picking up a lot of different things here. And this is a general reading, so I can't, you know, pinpoint one specific thing for you. So take what resonates. And I feel like many of you already know what it is. You already know what it is. Some of you are just in denial about it, or some of you don't want to let it go. Some of you just may have a hard time letting it go. Ask for help if you do. If you need help letting something go, ask for help. Especially from like a loved one, or someone who you really care about, or someone who you feel like has your best interest at heart. And also with this Bound card, with it being like the devil energy here, maybe even some of you are carrying like religious trauma. You know, I know for me personally, that scared me growing up, you know, thinking that I'm gonna wake up and, you know, my whole family could be gone, caught up in the rapture, and I'm still here on the earth because I'm a bad kid. You know, a lot of these things, I feel like a lot of people, or a lot of religious people don't think about the effect that religion has on kids, or some of the religious beliefs. More specifically, like the Abrahamic religions with the whole hell and, you know, sin and shit like that aspect of things. So some of you may, you know, be struggling with that or struggling to release that. And I feel like that, you know, how that affects you today is, you know, all those other things that we've been talking about, like people pleasing and, you know, not knowing how to set healthy boundaries and things like that. So if that is something that you know, kind of struggle with, I actually have a video up, I think I did maybe a few months ago, about like the 6 pillars of religious trauma or religious deconstruction. Definitely check that out if you're interested, or if that resonates with you. But yeah, definitely some of you could be, you know, that could be a big issue for you in your adult life, is learning to kind of deconstruct from some of those, you know, things that you may have learned growing up that just really just no longer serves you anymore as an adult. Oh wow. That flipped over. I guess that really wanted to come out. So yeah, flow here. Again, going with the flow of life. Yeah, definitely learning to flow. So let's see a little bit more into, you know, something that kind of left your inner child scared and how it's affecting you today. Wow, you have resistance here. See how strong she's holding on, or this hand is holding on to whatever that is. It's like you are, like, some of you are resisting change. Some of you are resisting letting go of something or someone in your life. Yeah, realization. Some of you are just needing to come to your inner child is saying, like, come to the realization that whatever this is no longer serving you. Let it go, release it. Yeah, trust that things are going to work out well for you. It's like the law of assumption, assuming that the best possible outcome. For that spirit. And it's almost like even, you know, resistance to truth. For some of you, you know, even going back to like the religious trauma thing, some of you, like the religion that you were in, you know, a lot of it didn't make sense. And when you were bringing that up to certain people, they would, you know, call you certain names or make you feel bad for it. And I feel like that has kind of led you to, you know, just be who you are today, you know, deconstructing from it because it just really no longer serves you. There are some ideologies and beliefs that are just outdated and just no longer serve society in general. Yeah, there is definitely some things, definitely like family beliefs that could have, you know, just cause you to not be just your true self or not be open about certain things because you don't, you know, that may have scared you. Kind of going back to the example what I was saying about like coming out of the closet, somebody coming out of the closet. I think I mentioned that with this reading. I forget. um, but it's like you may have, grown up in a very homophobic family, and like they would treat, queer people very differently or very harshly or very mean or rude about it. And that may have caused you to not want to open yourself up to it, or not open yourself up to living your truth or being your true self, because you may, be scared of what others may think about you or say about you. This could be in other areas of your life. Maybe you're into mysticism, maybe you're into the occult or tarot and spirituality and stuff, and that may go against certain family values or certain family beliefs. But it's like those beliefs and traditions just no longer serves you. It's not that you feel like they're wrong or you're trying to be disrespectful about it or to them. It's just that you are learning now as an adult that you have to do what's best for yourself. You have to move in the direction that is best for you. So yeah, that's part of the realization here, is like you realizing like, hey, this old way of doing things just really no longer serves me. And growth, I'm ready for growth. I'm ready for a new perception on life. I'm ready to be myself. I'm ready to be out and be open and just be who I am unapologetically, especially with this Queen of Wands energy. The Queen of Wands is I feel like the closest to like the Empress energy. Well, I take that back. Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, but Queen of Wands is extremely sure of herself. She knows who she is. She knows what she wants, and she goes after it, and she's unapologetic about it. If there's something about her that doesn't please other people, she doesn't give a fuck. She's going to continue to shine her light. She's going to continue to go with her passion. She's going to continue to follow the direction in her life that she feels called to go. She's going to create whatever it is that she, wants to create. So I feel like this is the energy that your inner child is wanting you to step into. Definitely tapping back into your creative side. Some of you, maybe need to tap back into your divine feminine energy, and get more balance on that. Hold on, let me get me some coffee. I feel like I've just been talking. But yeah, this is you just coming to the realization, as an adult, able to make your own decisions. You're deciding, some decisions, are you feel like it's best for you, and some decisions you feel like it's not. And you're learning to not give a fuck about what others say or think about that. You're growing past that. Group number 2. A lot of growth, lots of growth. So Spirit, how can a group number 2 heal and support their inner child? So we have the High Vibe deck. This is like, I wanted to use this deck because they're literal actions that you can take. So we're gonna look and see what actions you can take to help support and heal your inner child. Anything else? Wow. Look at the bottom of the deck. You have channeling. Channel your inner child. Skip, gallop, jump, hum, blow bubbles, draw with crayons, giggle for no reason, but no whining. Very interesting that this came up. So channeling your inner child, I feel like, is by going out and having more fun, not focusing on the things in the past, not focusing on what has hurt you, or who has hurt you, who's harmed you, or who's talking about you, or whatever. Just do you and be you unapologetically. Group number 2. I feel like by, channeling your inner child, by doing just childish things, skipping, along your hallway, or, one thing for me, I like to do, I live in an apartment, so I live on the second floor of my apartment, so I have to walk up the stairs. So I like to skip every other step. I don't know if other people do that or not, but I always find that very fun to do. But it's just, a different way to tap into your inner child, and you can incorporate that in any area or aspect of your life. So you have animals here. Animals are always at high vibration. They are not concerned with life's details. So hold your cat or dog, talk to your bird or guinea pig, learn from them. If you don't have a pet, then borrow a neighbor's. So some of you may have pets, may have animals. This is your inner child saying to play with them more, maybe, to talk with them. I know I find when I'm feeling a little bit lower vibrational, my dog likes to come near me. She likes to lick me, or she likes to cuddle up close to me. And I honestly always feel better, after, she does that. Again, animals are definitely very high vibrational beings, or creatures, or whatever you call them. But very high vibrational. So if you have a pet or an animal, definitely keep them close by you, especially if you're feeling a little bit low. And I did notice the little birds and the butterfly on here as well. But yeah, if you have animals, definitely work with your animal, talk to them, cuddle with them, whatever you need to do. Go on walks with them, maybe even channeling your inner child could be, just you playing with your pet, or maybe even getting a pet. Some of you may not have been allowed to have a pet growing up, and now that you're an adult, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. So if you want to get a pet, get a pet. So you have friendly chat. Call a friend for a chat. Schedule a time to have tea or go for a walk. We are social beings, even the most introverted of us. See if you can keep the conversation focused on what's working well in your life. If you need to vent about something, then set a timer for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, move on to another higher vibe topic. So, if you're speaking to someone, if you're talking to someone, try to keep the conversations positive, again, going with the law of assumption, assuming the best possible outcome. But definitely keeping things positive when you're talking to people. Sure, it's okay to vent, but like I said, set a timer for 5 or 10 minutes to, vent those negative things. But when that timer goes off, switch it up to something more positive. Switch it up to something that you're more thankful of, showing more gratitude in life. And I feel like as you show more gratitude to things, Spirit is going to bring in more positive things towards you. So yeah, those are definitely some very material, I guess, physical things that you can do to help kind of heal and support your inner child. Honestly, it's just really having fun, friendly chat. If you, have a friend that you can stay up overnight, or not overnight, but staying up, midnight or something, to talk on the phone, talk to them, You don't have to, not do things, or you don't have to hold on to certain expectations that your parents or your family has had of you as a child. You're an adult now. You're at least I make content for adults. If you're not an adult, or if you're younger than 18, then I don't know what to tell you. But but for my adults out here, you're an adult. Go be it. Go act like it. So inner child, gonna get one last affirmation for you. Get one affirmation to send group number 2 off with. Ooh, what's that? If I get just one card, Spirit. Look at this. It says, I release all criticism. I don't even think I've ever seen this card. I've had this deck for about 2 years now. I don't think I've ever seen this card. Okay. I only give out that which I wish to receive in return. My love and acceptance, my love and acceptance of others is mirrored to me in every moment. So this is, again, just what I was saying, is loving and accepting yourself for who you are. Release criticism, release judgment, release what other motherfuckers may say or think about you. It has nothing to do with you. They're just mirroring, you know? But if you feel good about yourself, then they're gonna mirror that, or you're gonna attract people that mirror that in your life. So release the people who are mirroring the negative aspects of you, and attract those who are going to mirror the more positive aspects of you, or of who you are. You know, attracting people in your life who you don't have to constantly continue to change or shapeshift around or adapt to. You know, you're able to just be yourself, and you know, there's room and space for that, for you to just be yourself and for everybody to be themselves. But I think that is all the messages that I'm seeing for you, group number 2. Let me know how the reading resonated with you in the comment section. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any other readings that I post. If you'd like to book your own personal private reading with me, definitely check out the description box below and follow the link to my Etsy page, and you can book your own personal private reading with me there. For group number 2, y'all stay well, stay blessed. I love you guys so much, and I will see you all on my next reading. Peace out. All right, so last but not least, as usual, we have group number 3 here with the Dragon's Magic incense here. Every pile so far, or every group so far, I've been burning the incense over here to the side. I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera or not, but I have the incense over here. Wish you guys could smell it. Smells amazing. I actually feel very calm right now. So I feel like out of all the groups, tapping into you guys' energy, I feel like your inner child is not 100%, but I feel like your inner child is a little bit more healed than the other groups. Or you may be like, that may be something that you're actively working on, is like, or actually like focused on, is inner child healing. Which is probably what brought you to this video. But I feel like many of you, this group, you're doing a lot of inner work, or you have done a lot of inner work. And I feel like your inner child really wants to like applaud you. You've done a lot of work on yourself, especially like self-love, shadow work, you know, things like that. You have been really doing a lot of work to learn more about yourself and who you are, and just learning to be your true authentic self. And I'm proud of you for that, group number 3. So keep up the good work. So Spirit, how is well, number 1, tune into the collective energy spirit of group number 3. Please provide clear, guided healing messages for group 3 today, Spirit. So how does group 3's inner child feel currently? How does their inner child feel currently? you guys' energy feels just like so, I don't know, it just feels so calm. It feels so, I don't even know how to, I don't even know. Some of you guys may be like water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You might have a lot of water in your chart, or you may have a lot of air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Love my Aquariuses, love my Geminis. I like Libras too. But anyway, so you have trickery, and then you have impasse. I just got imposter syndrome. So some of you, this could even be like career related for some of you. May just not be feeling, I don't know, there's like this energy of not feeling like deserving enough or not feeling worthy enough for something. This could be career related for some of you. For some of you, this could also be like related to your love life. I feel like a lot of you have done a lot of work on that, which is great, which is amazing. But for others of you, I feel like, you know, as far as your inner child goes or how they're currently feeling, I feel like there's just, like I said, there's just this energy of not feeling like you're deserving or not good enough, or you may not have the necessary like skills or knowledge. But I feel like a lot of that is more of in your head. It's not, I honestly feel like it's not a reality. It's just something that, number one, is completely natural. It's completely normal. Another thing I'm picking up for many of you, like if you're not feeling that energy now, I feel like this could be the energy like coming towards you, like you may be getting like some sort of like opportunity or offer, and it's like you've been praying for something, you've been asking for something, and it's like now that you got it, or now that it's in front of you, it's almost like, well, do I actually deserve this, or do I actually want to do this, or can I actually do this? And your inner child is like, yes, you can do this. I feel like some of you may have even like declined or like walked away from certain situations or opportunities or offers or whatever it may be. You've walked away from some things because you may have had this fear of not being good enough, or not you know, feeling like you may not live up to certain expectations, or you know, whatever that energy may be for you. I feel like, you know, when it comes to your inner child and how they are currently feeling, your inner child really wants you to learn to picking up adaptable, to learn to be a little bit more adaptable, to be a little bit more flexible, to also learn to really just go with the flow of things and not overthink stuff. A lot of you like really live inside of your head, and Spirit wants you to kind of bring it down a little bit. So one practice that may actually be helpful for you is like writing down like things that really bring you joy, or things that really make you feel really good about yourself. I feel like that will help move some of the energy from your head, you know, down to your heart space with this green heart chakra card. But definitely this like I mentioned at the beginning, you guys have really been doing a lot of work. You've been doing really good. There's just, again, just this um, sort of like just this energy of, you know, not being able to move forward. And I feel like that's more of like self-inflicted versus something external. So anything else on this spirit? How's their inner child currently feeling? Yeah, you might have some messages in group number 2. Sorry, I thought I heard some, oh. Somebody's fucking screaming outside. I hope they're okay. I'm gonna mind my business. You have destiny here. So many of you, most of you, all of you, Spirit's like, no. All of them, so all of you, you have a very close connection with Spirit, a very very like divine connection with Spirit in the universe. And I feel like as a young child, you have, some of you have even, you know, expressed this. You may have been one of those kids who, you know, were able to, you know, say certain things and they be true, or, you know, see certain spirits or ghosts, or, you know, even like astral travel and things like that. It's like you have this natural connection with Spirit in the universe, and these natural gifts that you've had as a child. And I feel like with this trickery card and this card here, many of you have sort of like buried those things. There's just a lot, I feel like, is buried inside of you from your childhood. A lot of natural things that you were born with, a lot of natural gifts that you were born with. Yeah, and then you have recovery here at the bottom of the deck. You guys are recovering these things. I feel like you guys are I feel like this next phase in your life, or whatever you're like headed towards in life, is going to sort of bring up a lot of gifts within you that have just been dormant for a while. It's like a lot of you guys are recovering it. You're in recovery right now, which is probably why some of you have even been in like hermit mode lately. You've been kind of like hanging out with yourself a lot lately, which is fine, which is good. I feel like that was, you know, very needed. But I feel like this next phase in your life is going to really put your gifts to the test, or may even be certain lessons, or you know, spiritual lessons that may arise for you that may I'm seeing the key on here that may unlock a lot of these gifts that have just been laying dormant within you. A lot of you guys have already even been experiencing this lately. Maybe even, you know, seeing certain like orbs, like lights, certain lights around you, or like out of the corner of your eye. Some of you may even be mediums, natural psychics, picking up clairvoyance. For many of you, you may be naturally clairvoyant, or even some of you claircognizant. You just know stuff, you know, you don't know how you know it, you just do. But I feel like a lot of that is just tied to your destiny, tied to your soul's purpose here on earth. Some of you are even, you know, may even find yourself in like a career, like a spiritual related career, or using your gifts, you know, as your career, you know, to help others, to help raise the vibrations here on earth. I feel like your gifts are very, very needed here on earth. but yeah, I feel like it's definitely part of your destiny, part of who you are, part of your DNA to, really tap into these gifts and to use them. Um, it's going to be different for everybody. Everybody's has their own level of gifts and, what makes them unique. And I feel like you guys are definitely just someone who is very, very unique. I feel like you may even just been someone who's been told they were different a lot or odd or weird. You may have even been scolded for that or made fun of for that, especially like in school or something. May even have dealt with like bullying. But all of that was really to get you to where you are today. And I feel like you have healed through a lot of those things in the past, and you are kind of like, what is it like archaeology, where they're like looking for like bones and stuff, and they have that little brush, and they're that's what I'm kind of like seeing in my mind's eye, like they're having a little brush and they're wiping away the dirt from like little bones or artifacts or whatever they're finding. And it's like you are naturally coming upon these gifts, or you're naturally like finding things out about yourself, about who you are. And it's because of this journey that you're on. You're doing amazingly. But like I said, like on this next phase of your journey is going to be about you discovering a lot about yourself, a lot about your destiny, a lot about your life's purpose. A lot of you guys may even be, interested in, doing a little bit more digging into your life's purpose and, why you're here. But definitely part of your life's purpose is to definitely be able to use your gifts. And I feel like using your gifts to really help other people, to help other people flow. And I feel like Spirit is wanting you to flow with it, flow with your gifts, flow with the universe, flow with things in general. I feel like you're about to have a lot of movement in your life really soon. There's going to be a lot of movement in whatever area or aspect of your life that you've been wanting more movement in. Spirit has heard you and it's coming. Be a little bit more patient and be prepared for it, which you have been doing. You've been preparing Spirit has been preparing yourself for this movement, this change in your life. Group number 3. But as far as like your inner child goes, I feel like your inner child knows these things are about to happen. Your inner child knows of these gifts. They know of these, part of your destiny and why you're here. And I feel like your inner child, the messages here are just saying, from your inner child to open yourself up to these things. You have sacred knowledge at the bottom of the deck. So this is that Hierophant, which is spirituality, just spiritual, spiritual gifts, spiritual abundance as well. So a lot of you guys are really tapping into your spiritual self, really learning to work with energy and working with, transmuting certain energies. A lot of you guys are alchemists as well, picking up heavy like alchemist energy, like the magician kind of energy. You guys are definitely able to very good like natural manifestors, but I feel like a lot of that has been sort of like watered down or dumbed down because of your past, because of your upbringing, people not understanding you, people judging you, people talking about you, and that's caused you to really dumb yourself down or water yourself down. And your inner child is like, no more of that. I feel like a lot of things are coming up for you, and it's like you're not meaning for it to come up. It's just happening. And you're like, what is happening? But it's your inner child kind of like pushing things up for you. It's like it's your higher self pushing things up for you, because your higher self knows what you're capable of, and you're really tapping into that in this next phase in your life. Just really discovering who you are and what you bring to the table. So your inner child is feeling ready. They're ready. I'm noticing on this card how he's just open. He just has his hands open. It's kind of like the Fool. It's not sure where things may lead, but you know, open for the ride. So what else, Spirit? You know, how is Group 1's inner child feeling right now? Like another one fell. Oh, I'm sorry, I did not see you there. So far, my dog has been in the room with everybody's reading. Usually she doesn't come in here, or at least she doesn't come so close to me, like when I'm doing readings. But she's like just on the floor right here, sleeping, enjoying herself. You know, the second group, one of the cards that came out in the advice and guidance was animals, and it's about you know, spending time with your animals. You know, animals are very high vibrational beings. So, you know, cuddling with your dog or cat or talking with them, you know, it helps to, you know, raise your vibrations. You know, if you're feeling low, you know, if you have a pet or an animal, definitely, you know, spend time with them, talk to them, or, you know, pet them or cuddle with them if you can. Unless they're like a caged snake or something. I don't know how that works, but definitely, you know, animals may be important for you. Your pet may be, you know, really important for you. You may even notice that your pet like stares at you a lot, or just wants to be around you. That may be, you may find at certain times your pet may be very clingy towards you. I know mine is. She's very Velcro-y. But yeah, maybe, you know, pets may help you, you know, as far as your inner child healing goes. So you have the 5 of Think, which is the 5 of Swords, which really goes with the impasse energy. I'm actually going to take this. So you have the 5 of Create. So 5 may be an important number for you, or 55 may be important, or just 5. I feel like many of you in this, and I keep talking about like a next phase in your life or next something, I don't know. I didn't really pick that up at all in other groups, but I definitely feel like you guys are definitely leveling up spiritually. And I feel like this next phase in your life, you're going to be leaving behind a lot. Like leaving behind a lot. I feel like you have already left behind a lot, but I feel like, you know, if you are still holding on to certain people in your life, certain things, certain, you know, ideas, certain whatever it is that is just really no longer serving you, you're leaving that behind in this next phase in your life, especially like certain mindsets that you may have, imposter syndrome, or not feeling worthy or deserving enough. You're leaving all that behind, and you're headed towards your destiny. You're headed towards a more stable and a more you know, an energy that is more in alignment with you and who you are and what you're meant to be doing here in your life. Yeah, especially with this 9 of Create, which is the 9 of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. Definitely it talks about, you know, completion and the ending of a cycle that have really gone through the damn thing. So this last cycle you've been on, or this, you know, this most recent one that you've kind of been on, has been a little bit of a headache for you. You know, a lot of healing has taken place. Lots of healing. I did mention that at the beginning. You have gone through lots of healing, like tons of it, whether you think so or not. Healing comes in different forms. It's not always going to be, it's not going to look one way. It's going to look differently for everybody. But I feel like you have gone through lots of healing. Some of you this healing may have come in a form of like betrayal. Some of you, this healing may have come in a form of competition. Or even just dealing with somebody. And I feel like through you dealing with that and you being successful in that, has taught you how to handle certain situations like that in the future. So all this healing that you've been going through, group number 3, has, wow, at the bottom of the deck structure, has, is creating more structure in your life, more stability in your life. You're learning to take charge in your life. You're learning that you are worthy enough, you're deserving enough, and you're gonna go after what you feel like you deserve. Can I get maybe one more? No, not 3 more, just 1 more. How's the inner child currently feel? I'll take, wow. I'll take all of these, I guess, Spirit. Very adamant. I feel like your inner child is also quite stubborn. I take that back. Your inner child is not stubborn. Your inner child is just sure of what they want, and they're just not going to accept anything less than that. And I feel like that's what your inner child is wanting to teach you now, especially with this Wheel card, which is the Chariot. Then you have Reborn. Then you have the Lovers. 3 major arcanas here. So it's like you're needing to make the decision on, you know, staying in the past, or are you going to move forward in your life? Are you going to move towards this power? You guys are fucking powerhouses. And it's like some of you don't even know this. You are powerhouses. Very water signs energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Sagittarius, I'm picking up too. Just a tad bit of Virgo. But yeah, there's definitely like this, it's like you're being reborn. You're leaving behind the past, you're leaving behind what no longer serves you, and you're being reborn into this new version of yourself that is powerful, that is very determined. There's a lot of determination that you're building up as well, a lot of confidence. And I feel like what's really going to carry you into this next phase in your life is confidence, is being sure of what you want, being very clear about what you're wanting in life. Your inner child wants you to be sure, group number 3, about what you're wanting your future, like what you're wanting to head towards. Just, you know, be open to it, be open to change, be open to things. I feel like you guys may be trying to attract abundance, or not abundance, well, I mean, yes, abundance, but you may be trying to attract something into your life. And I feel like the key to attracting this is confidence, being very clear about what you are wanting, and being open-minded, because I feel like this opportunity or this thing that is coming in may be something that you may not necessarily be expecting, or it may be a little bit different than what you're expecting. So again, keep an open mind about it. But yeah, Spirit, what's something that left group 3's inner child scared, and how's it affecting their life now? What's something that left them scared, and how's it affecting them now? So you have the 8 of Feel. You guys got a lot of cards. It's always group 3 that gets more cards than the other decks. Whoa, that flew. So you have the 8 of Feel, you have the 7 of Feel. Oh, I was hoping it's going to be the 6 of Feel. But you got the 10 of Think, which is the Knight of Swords. So for some of you, you may struggle with like abandonment issues. Maybe some of you have dealt with certain things in your childhood that has caused you to feel a little abandoned, or feeling like you can't trust certain people, or feeling like or even like looking at things or even making decisions in life through a lens of fear or a lens of, uncertainty, not sure how things may work out for you or pan out for you. So I feel like, how this may affect you today is it causes you to have trust issues. It causes you to maybe even attract people into your life who are just really shitty towards you, or who, for some of you, attract very like dishonest people who are, just not as honest with you about certain things, who may even be very, some of you may, sharp with their words, or a little manipulative in a way as well. Very immature vibes here. Some of you may attract very immature people in your life, whether it's friends or, romantic, whatever it may be. But I feel like you attract a lot of things and a lot of people into your life. But with the Seven of Field, is like not all of them are in alignment with you. And I feel like you're learning now to really trust your intuition and really trust yourself and who you are, and walk away, especially with this Eight of Field, the Eight of Cups. It's about walking away from things and situations that no longer serves you, on the journey to find the Nine of Cups, which is fulfillment and contentment. So I feel like many of you are learning to leave behind the instability and go towards, what you deserve in life with this Wheel card. Yeah, some of you have definitely dealt with like messy divorces, I'm seeing, or even like your family may just not have had enough money, and that may, today has affected you and how you and your relationship with money, or even like on an emotional level. Some of you may have just attracted people in your life who are just emotionally unavailable, or who don't have that, or just not, in general, just not a balanced relationship. And it's like you keep these people around because for some of you, it's like you don't see it, and for others of you, it's like you see it, but you don't want to say anything about it. Wow, and at the bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Create, which is the King of Wands in this deck. So this is definitely the energy of you coming back to yourself and coming back to who you are. You're definitely leaving behind everything that no longer serves you, and you're headed towards this energy right here, this rebirth, this renewal. Very like creative vibes here. Some of you are definitely, your inner child is very creative and is wanting to express itself more. So definitely express yourself creatively in whatever way, shape, form, or fashion that may, that you feel led to do so. But definitely getting more into your creative vibes. I want to pull from these. So Spirit, what's something that left Group 3's inner child scared, and how's it affecting them today? How's it affecting them now? I'm glad I decided to do this reading on my off day, because I feel a little bit tired, not gonna lie to you. Can I get one more? Thank you. Anything else? Okay. So you have resilience here at the bottom of the deck. So definitely some of you guys are have learned to be resilient. I feel like many of you have had a lot of setbacks. A lot of you have just may have had a lot of things that just did not go your way, and it's like you were resilient through it anyway. You're very resilient people, and your inner child really loves it about you. Um, yeah, you're able to bounce back from anything, literally anything. And look at you have balance here. So yeah, definitely you guys have definitely been attracting and it came out in reverse. So you guys have definitely been attracting some imbalanced relationships and connections into your life. And I feel like a lot of that has just been due to you needing to learn to to learn resilience, to learn more about yourself and who you are. You learn things by experiencing things. So you have balance, then you have fear. So you're learning to release fear, you're learning to release doubt, you're learning to release this fear that's holding you back from reaching your full potential in life. I feel like fear may be a really big thing for you that causes you, to this day, to not make, the best decisions, or to not even make a decision at all. It's like you're scared of the outcome and or scared of, how things may turn out. And again, a lot of that comes from your inner child, your upbringing, maybe, that or even just certain experience you've had in life that has caused you to hold on to things or situations that just really no longer serve you. And I feel like you're learning that now, that whatever no longer serves you, it just no longer serves you. You have to learn to let it go and release it. Yeah, resistant. Some of you have been very resistant to change, resistant to things moving for you, resistant to healing in certain areas or aspects of your life because it may not come in the way that you wanted to or the way that you thought it would be. But like I said, healing comes in different way, shape, form, or fashion. You can decide how you want it to come. I mean, you can decide on whether you want to take it or not. But again, don't be too resistant to certain things, because you could miss an opportunity of growth and release. Instead of holding on to whatever it is that's keeping you bound or stuck, or keeping you from reaching this next stage or elevation in your life. There's definitely something, I feel like, a really big thing here, stopping you from maybe even some of your gifts is fear. Some people, are natural mediums, but when they sense a spirit near them, they may get a little bit scared. And a lot of that comes from like religious trauma, or like movies and media and stuff that make the supernatural seem like something that it's not. And it's really not. It's, once you learn how to work with it, then you can work with it. You can turn it off or turn it on however way you want to, but don't run away from it because of fear, or because you're scared of what maybe even what others may say or think about you, or scared of you getting harmed or hurt. It's not that. Open yourself up to your gifts, open yourself up to the spirit, to the universe, and for change in your life. Open yourself up at least to your intuition. Be look at be open to your intuition for guidance from that. Then you have action here, and then you have protection. So yeah, definitely like some root chakra issues, root chakra blockages. I feel like you guys just may have had a unstable upbringing for some of you. And for others of you, you just had very unstable experiences with people, and that has caused you to have this sort of imbalance within and this fear. And I feel like, with both this action and this protection card popping up, this is, your spirit team saying, hey, we got your back. You are always protected. And if you look inside, you got the bird here, and it's like a little human here inside their little nest. It's like the bird is protecting them, as the person is growing, the bird is protecting them. Some of you, guys may even notice birds a lot. I feel like you guys may have spirit team. Your spirit team may communicate to you a lot through birds. Yeah, I am seeing the birds on here and the birds on here. But yeah, just be open to the spirit world. Be open to the signs and synchronicities around you as well. You guys are highly spiritual people, or highly spiritually gifted people. And I feel like your inner child really wants you to be open to that. So I feel like, as far as it, how it may be affecting you today is, again, it's just stopping you from growing. It's stopping you from attracting positive things, positive opportunities and people into your life, or, it's just a blockage in your life. Fear is honestly going to always be a blockage for most people. So don't let fear stop you from elevating in life, because there's a lot within you. Like I said, there's so much power within you that you just have no clue. Group number 3, just no clue. So open yourself up to it. Be open to it. So spirit, inner child. So how can the group number 3 heal and support their inner child? And this is the High Vibes deck. I wanted to use this deck because it's more of action, more action oriented cards, things that you can, physically do. So yeah. So how can they heal and support their inner child spirit? So you have nature. Go outside and breathe the fresh air. Nature is perfection, even when it's imperfection. It is magical. A forest needs old trees and new trees. It is a perfect balance. Immerse yourself in the middle of it all. Know that you are perfectly placed just where you are. Just what I was saying before is like, you're creating more balance into your life. You're, maybe even some of you may need to go out into nature more. Even if it's just going out on like your patio or your porch or whatever, just getting out into nature and breathing fresh air, going to the park, or go somewhere where you can maybe even, go barefooted on the grass or be near a tree. Yeah. So what else, spirit? I'll take this. So this says, pause, hesitate before speaking. Is the next thing you are about to say helpful? Will it lower or raise your vibration? So definitely taking time to pause, to think, to really go within. Anything else? No? Okay. Then you have hula hoop. I think this came out in group 1, maybe? I don't know. But it says hula hoop. Swing your hips as if you were using a hula hoop. Start by going clockwise, then go counterclockwise, then make figure 8s. Do this for 1 minute. This movement will help bring your energy down from your head into your body, increasing your creative energy. I was literally just talking about that. I forgot what example I gave, but this is literally just another example. Some of you guys are definitely very much in your head right now. You're needing to bring some of the energy down from your head into your body. So maybe trying this exercise, hula hooping. You can do this with the actual hula hoop, or you can just pretend you have a hula hoop. Also, moving your hips is also a really good way to help ground you. It's really good for, unblocking your lower chakras like your root and your sacral chakra, and even your solar plexus, which is your powerhouse. So definitely, I would definitely highly recommend doing this, or even just dancing, group number 3. Dancing, moving your body more, getting some action, like it says here. There's definitely a need to get more physical. Maybe some of you are needing to, maybe, join a fitness group, or maybe like a dance, like Zumba or something like that, or something where you can get your body moving. So at the bottom of the deck, you have high vibe attractions. Attract high vibrations to yourself. Run around the house excited about life. Doing so puts the law of attraction in play. When you want something good to happen to you, moping around the house and complaining will not get you closer. Get excited about something. Pretend to be excited about something. This raises your vibration, makes you feel good inside, and naturally attracts other high vibe energy. So again, more action, getting, like, doing something physical, which I feel like will definitely bring in more higher vibrations into your life, or definitely lift up the vibrations in your environment. So let's get let's get one affirmation, spirit, to send group number 3 off. Just one affirmation from their inner child, or for their inner child. Okay. I am deeply fulfilled by all that I do. Each moment of the day is special to me as I follow my higher instincts and listen to my heart. I am at peace with my world and affairs. So definitely just what I was saying, this isn't, I feel like whatever, you're dealing with currently right now, being in your head is not going to help you. I feel like listening to your heart for this situation is going to be very helpful for you. I feel like listening to your instincts or listening to your intuition will definitely lead you to the, choice or the decision, whatever this decision is for you, that is more in alignment with your heart space and with and what you're passionate about. It's definitely going to bring in a lot of fulfillment into your life as well. But definitely, your inner child just wants you to have fun, get active, get out, be fulfilled with where you are in life and who you are, and being unapologetically you. So group number 3, I think these are all the messages that I am picking up for you. Let me know how the reading resonates with you in the comment section. Don't forget to like the video and also subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any other readings that I post. If you'd like to book your own personal private reading with me, definitely check out the description box below and follow the Linktree link to my Etsy page, and you can purchase your reading there. But group number 3, y'all stay well, stay blessed. I love you guys so much, and I will see you all in my next video. Peace out.